Do you want to know what organic farming is? On how to do organic pig farming? Do you want to formulate your own feeds? Check this video out.
Good morning, everyone. So today we're going to continue part 2 series with regards to organic pigs and organic feeds. So in the part 1 series, we talk about the selection of stock when we're selecting our piglets, and then the design of the pig pens, and of course the formulation of the feeds. All right, so we will continue our discussion by having some review with regards to the fermentation of feeds. So what are the benefits of fermentation? Of course, we preserve raw materials. We detoxify, especially if we are getting vegetables from the market and we do not know if they were grown conventionally. And then number 3, improve digestibility. And number 4, the nutritional value of the raw materials goes up. Alright, so this is now the process of fermentation. First, we need to mix EM1 or EMAS, about 200 ml, and then molasses, 200 ml as well, and then water, 20 liters. Take note that the water should be unchlorinated. Liquid part is 20 to 30% total weight of solid ingredients depending on water content of materials. Step 2, mix all the solid ingredients and EM solution. Final moisture content is 30 to 40%. Alright, so what is 30 to 40%? When you squeeze the ingredients together with the EM solution, there's no drops of water flowing from your hand, and if you release like this, it is a little firm, but the moment you touch it, it will start to fall or to crumble. Okay, that's 30 to 40% moisture. And then ferment anaerobically, no air, for 2 weeks. So fermented feeds is ready for use after 2 weeks. It has sweet sour smell. So optimize your profit by making your own silage. We call this one as the livestock kimchi. All right. So these are the ingredients: 5 kilograms of vegetables or forage crops, 1 kg molasses, 60 ml EMAS or EM1. So it is important that this silage forms a major part of your livestock diet. It should be mixed with the organic feeds at 70-30 ratio during the starter to grower stage, and then eventually becomes 30-70 in favor of silage when the pig is already between 70 to 80 kgs until market period. All right. So these are the steps into preparation of silage. Step 1, chop or shred vegetables, okay, power plants, and mix with molasses. Step 2, ferment for 3 days, okay, 5:1 with 60 ml EMAS. All right. Step 3, before serving, mix with organic feeds with equal amount of water for wet feeding. So these are the different silage materials that you can choose. We can use Chinese spinach, lettuce, cabbage, rensoni, trichantera, flemengia, indogifera, cassava leaves, water hyacinth. It is very abundant, especially in Nyanza province. Moringa, and of course our super nut napier or pachong. Okay, so these are the materials that you can use. Next, how do we transition from inorganic to organic? All right. So week 1. So we can use 75% commercial feeds and then 25% fermented starter feeds. Week 2, 50% commercial, 50% fermented. And then week 3, 25 and 75. And week 4, 100% fermented starter feeds. It is very important that we follow this schedule so that now our piglets will not have diarrhea. Okay? So vegetable snack every 12 noon, 1 times a day. It is important that we also mix the drinking water with EMAS and molasses. So the dilution rate of EMAS, molasses, water is 1:1:1,000. Means to say, for every 1 liter of water, you can just use 1 ml of molasses and 1 ml of EMAS. Right? So it will serve as probiotic and it will enhance the digestive and immune system of your pigs. And then of course, it will also control odor, right? So in terms of maintenance, it is very important to replace drinking water every day. Spray EMAS to the beddings, pig pen, and the surroundings, all right? So we always reinforce, introduce good bacteria in our environment. And you can always provide fresh vegetable snacks to your pigs. These are vegetables that are coming from our garden. We can also formulate electrolyte mix, especially when pigs are having diarrhea and dehydration. So you can mix 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 3 tablespoons of molasses, and then 1 liter of water. So there are some important notes in growing natural pigs. Never feed string beans, okay, because they are toxic to pigs. String beans, these are the long ones, okay, not the one that is short like this. Use Ipil-ipil sparingly. Now Ipil-ipil, I'll put a link below with regards to what Ipil-ipil is. You can use Ipil-ipil also as a natural dewormer. Okay, in warmer areas, cocoa wire dust is best for bedding. In colder areas, sawdust is best. And then Gimelina sawdust is prohibited because they are toxic to pigs. Right? So bad odor, we have to remember, is from wet beddings or bad feed. So don't feed your pigs with kitchen or restaurant food. Okay? Use only D1 grade of rice bran for food because the other grades are for Bokashi purposes. Soy meal, copra meal, and duckweeds are high protein. Okay, worms like the African night crawlers are the highest in terms of protein content. Only use 10% copra meal in your feeds because otherwise higher than that, your pigs will have diarrhea. Alright, so that's it for this series, part 2. Again, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Click here below. And don't forget also to click the notification bell so that whenever we have new videos, you will always be updated. Alright, so enjoy the rest of your day and tumsifu Diyos Kristo, melele na melele amina.